So there's more sound bites, right? TNT crew, they spoke about it right after the game. Charles Barkley and Kenny kind of disagreed. Charles was holding Luka accountable. Kenny was trying to shield Luka. I want to see which one of y'all thought was more convincing.
Luka got to get in better shape too.
Well, that's been a knock, but I just feel that
it's been a knock. At some point, as a player, you can't have people saying that about you. You're an elite player, and you're getting ready to get $300-400 million. You can't say you got to get in shape to earn that money. You can't get on TV every day, and we all do it. He can't guard anybody.
Well, yeah, I think, but in Dallas, his game hasn't changed much. But what he did have is lively back there. And
I'm so glad you said that, Kenny.
But that's what I'm saying. He had those. Yeah. That's what they were expecting Mark Williams to be. But him, the lob catcher, the rim protector, when guys are able to drive out, because the trade-off is you might get 20, but Luka might get 40.
See, that's the trade-off. This is a point I want to make about that Dallas situation. I thought that a lot of the criticism for Nico I thought was a little unfair because, yeah, they made it to the finals last year with Kyrie and Luka, but that team was mediocre until Nico went out and got PJ, Gafford, and Lively.
Well, I think one of them was there.
And that took them to the next level.
Right.
So Nico did a fabulous job last year. We can talk about the trade this year, but last year, Luka's a hell of a player. Kyrie's a hell of a player. But until the Mavericks, you go back and look, they were in the bottom of the pile until he made those trades and got all those big guys. But at some point, you just can't go out and get big guys because he can't play no damn defense. He got to learn to play defense and get in shape.
I think you can learn a lot of things, but you can learn to get bigs before he'll learn to be a defensive stopper.
Try getting in shape first, and then that would help.
Meantime,
all right. Shout out to my boy Ticket TV in the house, man. So here's the conversation, right? And this is people on either side of the fence. And like I said before, just because we're holding Luka accountable for him not playing defense and him being out of shape doesn't mean that we're trying to shield LeBron or JJ Redick. We're gonna slice the pie down of blame to see who we're gonna do that in a second.
Okay.
But right now, I don't like to see people trying to shield him and say that he's never going to be a good defender, so just deal with it and just build a team around his non-defense, and he's never going to be in shape, so just deal with it. So it sounds like Kenny is saying he's fat, he's slow, he's out of shape, and he can't play defense or don't play defense. So all you got to do is go find rim protectors, get 2 of them, and then for his offense, run a high screen and roll with a lob threat and shooters, and just deal with what you're going to get. But then you're going to have guys like Edwards, McDaniels, Randall guarding him physically in the playoffs and embarrassing him, or Jaylen Brown, Tatum, White, Holiday, all of them dudes. Like, as long as you got defenders and physical play in the playoffs, he's not going to, like, you can't build around that and just say, okay, he can't play D and he go get dogged like that and just be okay with it. But that's what Kenny's saying. Which way do y'all lean?
Oh, this is easy. Chuck is as rare as I say that. Chuck was right. Like, he got a guard, and who else are we going to give the benefit of the doubt for? I mean, Trae Young is 6 foot, maybe 180 pounds soaking wet, and he gets killed for being bad on defense. But the 6'8", 200 and I'll let you guess that number, but him, he gets a pass. No, man, like, nobody gets a pass if it's costing you games. And as good as he is on the offensive side of the ball, like, Kenny can't do that. Kenny is on the championship roster. He understands what that means. Like, so what that we know that's part of the reason. We know Luka's out of shape. And guess what? As long as he's that, and as long as he's a cone on defense, he's not going to win anything. Simple as that.
100% on offense and 0% on defense does not make you 100% of a player.
I don't even think he's 100% on offense. He's 100% when he got the ball. He's almost 0% when he don't have the ball.
So you get 2 LeBron-like players on the same team with one basketball. In long term, I don't see how that works.
Thank you, Zoe. Because when the trade happened, and you got two of the same, they just a different color. They the same person. Combs on defense require the ball in their hand 20 of the 24 seconds of the shot clock. So now you got both of them on the floor at the same time. It might as well just be 2-on-5. Nobody else is getting the ball unless they need a bailout, which means nobody's in rhythm to shoot. The paint, there's nobody in the paint for easy cleanup or for easy dish down low, because the paint needs to be clear for Luka to dribble, tween, drive, step back, or LeBron, or LeBron to dribble, hang dribble, drive, bull rush. There's nothing to do. There's nothing anybody can do. So it's just like you went and got a clone, a younger version of LeBron. And what did you expect? Like, for me, them having the success they did at the regular season, at the end of the regular season, getting the 3rd seed was a shocker, because I was like, there's no way this works. They're gonna crash and burn. It was delayed. It was a delayed fuse. They crashed and burned in the first round. This is what I was expected to see at the end of the regular season. Yeah. It just happened in the first round, which is
they crashed and burned when the league stopped protecting them, because that run they went on to get the 3 seed. I'm like, man, how they got the best defense in the league over the last 10 games. You remember that game they played against Denver and they mauled Jokic. I mean, it was great defense on Jokic. It was beautiful defense on Denver and Jokic, and I was like, wow, they can play defense. I mean, but it's just about, you know what? It is what it is, man. The NBA stopped protecting them in the playoffs, and we got what we got. I don't know why that protection went away, but it did. But this comment on screen, though, I want to hear from the Dallas native. He said the Mavs was 1 or 2 shooters away last year, and they went and got Clay. Luka goes back to the chip with them.
No. They all got hurt. Not this year. But
was y'all 1 or 2 shooters away, though, from winning it?
No. I got a funny, maybe 1 or 2 defenders away from winning. But not 1 or 2 shooters. I just got this weird feeling, man, that Luka gonna end up right back here.
Oh, you know that'll make the entire NBA mad.
I just got
if he don't sign with the Lakers, which he got to, because there's no way he's gonna opt out and walk and go sign with Dallas. There's absolutely no way. And if he did, his stipulation would probably be, "I come back if y'all fire Nico."
JJ Redick just hurt his feelings. He hurt right now.
I was about to say that because
his feelings are hurt.
But there's got to be a rule against that, though. I don't think you can do that. There's got to be a rule against it. Look it up. I think he can re-sign with anybody but Dallas.
If he's unrestricted free agent, which I think he is at the end of this season,
I believe so.
He can sign with anybody.
No, I don't think. Look it up. I don't think a player that got traded. Is there any teams that he can't sign with the next season?
No, he cannot sign with the Lakers. I mean, with the Mavericks.
What did it say? What's the rule?
It said no, Luka cannot sign with the Dallas Mavericks again after being traded to the Los Angeles Lakers. It was a multi-team deal, and he is now a player for the Lakers. The trade occurred in February of 2025, so he cannot re-sign with the Mavericks until February of 2025.
Correct. Yeah. So
it's past February 2025.
Oh, I mean 2026. Sorry,
26. Yeah. So they made that rules to avoid teams like trading players to other teams just to get them back the next summer in free agency.
Well, whatever they traded for.
Correct. Because you know how many teams would be doing that. Hey, look, man, we about to send you over here for the rest of the season, but we signing you back. Just come on back. You know that's stealing players from another franchise and then getting your players back. That's jacked up. You know what I mean? So,
Corey, what I'm seeing is saying that a player who is traded and then waived cannot re-sign with the same team that traded him for 1 year or until the contract ends. Well, but it's saying if he becomes a free agent and chooses to re-sign with that team, he can.
I'm also reading. I'm reading exactly what you said too, and it would be that the Mavericks could actually sign him for a lower rate.
Really
signed him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So he can sign with Mavericks.
If he gets traded to a team, like Dallas traded him to LA, but if LA waived him or bought out his contract, then he'd have to wait that year to sign back with Dallas. But because he played out the rest of the season or whatever, they didn't waive him or didn't cut him or anything like that.
Right.
He can go sign right back with Dallas this summer.
Watch.
I don't see it happening because.
So is that praying oil on your forehead?
Yes, it is. Josh just prayed over me randomly.
Nice. Good. That's a good sign right there.
Yeah,
very good.
I already knew what that was too.
Mm-hmm. With the lights going on, my forehead was probably glistening.
Yeah.
The spot and the shape of it gave it away.
Y'all really think Brian? Thanks for the super chat, drama therapy. Y'all really think Brian got injured? His knee didn't even hit him.
Not at all, because he came back and I think he did a crazy dunk right after that.
Yeah, he was hooping right after that. I saw a video today of him, and you know how Brian is. He gonna sauce it up. That man walking like like
man. It was a 3-1 closeout game. Who cares if he got hurt in game 5?
Exactly, it doesn't matter. But they're gonna have an excuse.
This is reminiscent.
If he was hurt,
this is reminiscent of the time he said he broke his hand on the backboard. Y'all remember that?
Yeah.
And that was a closeout game.
Yeah, man.
Might say 2 plays later is when he did that dunk.
Yep.
That's funny, man.
He didn't go back to the locker room.
Solo Serenity. I do not want Dallas to get KD. He's 36. Don't want
that mean?
You get him for 2 more years, and that's it. Even
that's
though
Luka, that's 2 years of a bucket.
Whatever. It might be 2 years. It might be 2 years. It might be 2 years lasting longer than Luka.
I'm gonna tell you this. There's only 2 places he's going. It's either Minnesota or Houston.
Hold on. Let me see.
For what though? Like, I mean, yeah, he's going somewhere. I tell you where he won't be. That's it.
Think about that Houston lineup though, right?
Oh, it's perfect.
Fred VanVleet,
yeah,
Jalen Green, Kevin Durant, Dylan Brooks, and Sengun.
So who would be traded to Phoenix if it's not Jalen Green? I think Jalen Green would be part of the trade.
You can't trade him. That's your cornerstone.
Why?
No, it's not.
You don't think Jalen Green is the Rockets' cornerstone?
The dude that got benched in the 4th quarter? No.
You wouldn't
trade
the
dude who had single digits in 3 games in this series? No. That would be the reason why I said before the series started, if Jalen Green doesn't show up in this playoffs, he would be the person that would make them pull that trigger on KD.
And you know what? Around even minus Jalen Green, you still got. No, you know what?
You still got Thompson and Dylan Brooks.
Yeah, the Thompson twin at the 2. He gave Steph hell.
Mm-hmm. And imagine Sengun instead of that they will probably trade Jalen Green and probably that young Smith number 10. Was his name Smith? Jabari Smith. So Green and Smith, but Phoenix said they really want their draft picks back. But if you do that, then you're gonna put Devin Booker in a situation where he'll have Bill. Right, so maybe they don't want Green. Maybe they just want Jabari Smith and draft picks.
They'll get. They got some young guys on the bench too, like Cam Whitmore. I think he's 1 year, athletic dude, just can't break that rotation because for whatever reason. But they'll get. They'll get some of those picks back, and they'll probably get 2 young players.
Yeah, they got Reed Shepherd too.
Oh yeah,
Reed Shepherd. Maybe Whitmore, yeah. Reed Shepherd, Whitmore.
Do you think that they keep VanVleet, or they
of course. Phoenix not gonna want him.
Yeah, they're not gonna want him.
Yeah, they're not gonna want that bad. They want those young guys and some draft picks. So I say this as well. Or I just asked because Rob Parker, and I didn't get his soundbite, but he pretty much. You know how he talks about LeBron. He said it's time for him to retire. So you got Barkley calling out Luka for his defense and him being out of shape. You got JJ Redick calling out Luka for being out of shape. But then you got Rob Parker calling LeBron out for being old and not getting out the way and needing to retire, right? And then you got Kendrick Perkins that's calling out JJ Redick for his piece of it. So everybody's playing the blame game, but it can't just be one person. All these people that are blaming, they're blaming one person. So if this was a pie, how would you slice it between Luka, LeBron, and JJ Redick?
Okay. So
go ahead, Corey.
Football game, you lose. Who primarily gets the blame?
A lot of times the quarterback.
Quarterback.
Depends on who your quarterback is.
Who's the quarterback for the Lakers?
It's an interesting question in itself.
Nobody knows.
Probably, would you call would JJ be the quarterback or would Bron? I think it's one of them too. Bron, yeah, you know,
and the head coach. Luka's the wide receiver. He the tight end. There you go.
It's tough though. He might be the left tackle. Baselli.
Yeah, he keep going.
Baselli body out there. Yeah. Jonathan Ogman body out there, man. One Ogman 6'8", 370.
Yeah, just wise all outside.
Yeah, Luka 6'8", boy. He would be a O-line as soon as he get on that field. But they gave the keys to Luka and let him run the point and told LeBron to play off ball. So it looks like they was putting all that faith in JJ Redick in a way that they didn't do for Darvin Ham or Frank Vogel, right? They're putting all their faith in JJ Redick. He's the guru. He's the next Pat Riley. He's this red R, but he's the next great coach. So it seemed like JJ Redick had all the control.
So you're saying there was a bad coaching staff?
I ain't gonna say the coaching staff. Nate McMillan's a good coach. Scotty Brooks a good coach.
So you got a bad
the head coach. I mean, if I'm placing the blame on as a pie,
okay,
I'm giving 3/4 of it to JJ Redick.
Damn, 3/4,
right? Yes,
I'm giving him half the blame because LeBron needs at least 7/8 of that other half because JJ doing everything he can for LeBron.
I don't know, man. So all right, let me say this. It's been 3 coaches that the Lakers has had in the last 5, 6 years, 7 years, whatever, since the bubble. Frank Vogel's first year was the bubble. He won the bubble tournament championship, right? That was his first year. Darvin Ham's first year, he got to the Western Conference Final. JJ Redick's first year, he got Luka as a gift, and they got put out in the first round. So if we just looking at and the crazy thing about that is Frank Vogel, that his first year, I would say he had the full control of the locker room because he had Jason Kidd as an assistant, and then you had Rondo in the locker room who wasn't gonna let nothing fugazi happen. So I don't think LeBron was like coaching the team from the court. I think Frank Vogel and his coaching staff really had a grip on it. Darvin Ham, when he got there, his first year he had support from LeBron, but as soon as Darvin Ham started doing things LeBron didn't like, he didn't have support from LeBron anymore. So that his last year, he was coaching with zero support from his locker room and his team and his team leader. Like they were sabotaging him, right? So he had a first round exit last year, but he had no connection with his team. They weren't even listening to him, right? And he got him to the playoffs and got a first round exit. So JJ Redick with full support from LeBron, full support from the Lakers, full support from Luka, Luka Doncic's gift mid-season, right? Referee help, like all of these things was going in JJ Redick, and he got the same results as Darvin Ham did last year when he had zero support. And Darvin Ham's first year, he got to the conference finals. So you have to blame JJ Redick. It has to be on him because they gave him the keys to the city. They gave him the keys to the Lakers. I mean, they act like JJ Redick was going to save them.
Yeah, they did. They did, but
I don't get. You don't have. You don't get an argument from me.
I mean, I can't. It's hard to argue when you put it like that. The only argument, for argument's sake, is that LeBron was at the forefront, I think, of pushing for the JJ Redick hire. The whole mind game podcast is what they call it.
Yeah.
When he is when you at the forefront and this is the guy that you want to be in charge. And it was obvious from us. If you go back and look at our film when they had it, that we knew what this was from the beginning. If this is the guy you lobby for and he makes as many mistakes as he made just with handling the game, just with personnel, substitutions, like you got to get more blame, I think, than Luka. Luka was the built-in scapegoat, just like LeBron has every year. Like, it's somebody who's going to not do enough. It was Westbrook. They got him out of here. You know what I'm saying? Whoever is the fault, we're going to pick a person, and we're going to say, all right, it ain't LeBron's fault because he doing all he can at 40 years old. He been in the league for 22 years. It's going to always be that.
Hold on. That's an interesting take up there from Mr. XES something.
Mr. X's.
Yeah, scroll up. Keep going up where he says something about
I want to address that one right there too.
Me too. Did
Jordan get blamed for the Wizards failing?
Hold on, this one right here.
No. That was it. Did Jordan get blamed for the Wizards failing?
Oh, that's very interesting. Like, what kind of questions is that? What we're talking about now on this topic? How does Jordan come? First of all right. So, do I need to do this when somebody else can do it? I mean,
go ahead.
Okay, so
this is crazy.
To compare the Jordan Wizards. Well, first, let me answer the question. Yes, blame Michael Jordan for that. Absolutely. Nobody's afraid to put blame on Jordan or any other player. So if you're the team leader, it's your squad, and we want to give you praise for your success, then we're going to go to you first to give you blame for your failure. Right now, the blame don't have to stop at the team leader, but it's definitely going to start there. Right. So one thing we're not going to do is skip and bypass the head coach and the team leader and start blaming the people under them. That makes no sense at all. Right. So if you're going to blame the role players, make sure you blame the coach and the best player first. Give them their share of the blame. And then you can get to the role players and talk about what they didn't do or what they did. Right. So that's first and foremost. So, yes, blame Michael Jordan for the Wizards failing. But comparing the Wizards team with Michael Jordan at his age, right, coming back out of retirement after 3 or 4 years, when he was a GM in the front office or team president in the front office for the Wizards, who told everybody the reason why he's coming to play with the Wizards is to show that team how to play with pride. He didn't come down and say, I'm trying to get a ring.
Yeah.
He did not make a trade for the best power forward or the second best power forward or the third best power forward in Anthony Davis. He didn't make a trade for that and go and sign Westbrook and go and sign Carmelo, those type of players. No, he was drafting dudes and like he had Ty Lue, he had Kwame Brown, he had Rip Hamilton one year, Jerry Stackhouse one. Like, he wasn't going to go get these superstars and then get a gift of Luka Doncic. He wasn't getting that wasn't this type of team. He wasn't putting pressure on them. Hey, man, go sign these great players, go trade for these great players so I can compete. That's not what he was doing. He was playing with the Wizards just to show them how passion looks, how effort looks. I need to teach them this stuff because I want to own this team, a piece of this team at some point. He was being a GM front office guy so he can get into ownership, and the Wizards was the only team that he thought he was going to be able to get into ownership with.
Mm-hmm.
Like, this don't make no sense for y'all to try to compare. I like, seriously, the team that LeBron James went and played for his first year in LA with Brandon Ingram, Lonzo Ball, Larry Nance, Kyle Kuzma, and all them dudes, they had better players and were a better team than the Wizards team. And they missed the playoffs.
They definitely. Julius Randle, who happened to just have a great game last night and put LeBron and them out of there, was on that team as well. That first Lakers roster. See what I'm saying? The team was great, right? So yeah, y'all. I mean, that's very crazy that y'all try to compare that. But it tells the story. It tells the story. It tells if that's what you bring up, after watching these 5 games and discussing what we're talking about. Did Jordan get blamed? Yes. How many people have you heard say Jordan was a horrible GM? I know I've heard it a lot.
I heard it. Horrible owner. They said he was a horrible owner too.
Horrible owner, horrible GM. Drafted this person, that person. Cool. He's going to get the blame. But guess what? He deserves it. He's the leader. It starts there. Mel, you said it the best. Yeah, a lot of people are to blame for any team sport loss. A lot of people. But it's going to start with leadership. It's going to start with who's the head of that snake. Whoever is the at the forefront, and it's LeBron. So at the end of the day, what is the problem? Why is that so hard for people to grasp?
Yeah. All right, y'all. Phone lines are open. Caller from Texas. What's good? Hold on. Let me make sure I can hear you. I might not be able to hear you. Oh, I never fixed this. There we go. All right. Caller from Texas. Can you hear us?
It's Funky. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Can y'all hear him? Can y'all hear him?
What's up, Funky?
Go ahead, brother.
Hey, evening, everybody. Great show as always. Couple things we need to get straight. JJ, and LaFlop, they get 90% of the blame combined. Because anybody that's 8 years old who could flip plays and all this other stuff, who gets put out by a walking scarecrow in Rudy Gobert with a team that shot 47 threes and missed how many? They missed 40 of them. Anthony Edwards. See, here's the thing. Anthony Edwards, if you watch the game, he had a chair in front of him in Reeves, and he decides he's gonna jack up how many threes?
11. I think it was 11.
And missed all of them.
Missed every last one of them.
He missed every last one of them. If you cannot beat a team at home, and those are the conditions, I don't want to hear. No, you're the team leader. I'll put it this way: if they had won, who would have got the credit?
It would have been LeBron and JJ.
Then I got a big old L, nice and hot. You need to go on and sit down and eat it, because that's just all you. That's your L. You the leader. You don't get to hide and hold your hand and hide your hands and act like, oh well, I didn't really mean what I said about 8 years old and I could flip plays and this and that. Nah, you said it. We knew you were lying when you said it, but now you want to sit here and pretend like no, that ain't what you meant. Now, Luka, me and Corey told y'all this last season. That dude is a Ziploc bag of Bluebell vanilla ice cream. y'all don't want to listen. Everybody making excuses, but the truth of the matter in this situation, he was the fall guy. Now he got a lot of cushion, so maybe that helps out. But all I'm gonna say like this: that's all, man. This is the Lakers were the 3rd seed. This is the first time in their history they've ever been knocked out with the 3rd seed or above in the first round.
That's crazy.
Now who puts that on their resume? LaBarbie? Does LaBarbie put that on his resume?
They go on all 3 of them. The top three dogs. Yeah. We're just trying to figure out how to split the pie. They both got to eat it. They both got to eat this blame pie, but how we splitting it?
I told you 90%. You can give 40. You can give 45 to JJ and LaFleur.
Too.
Yeah,
that man 45. Production rank.
Luka put up his number. I'll put it this way. He did what Luka does. So you can't sit here and act like he didn't do at least what he does. But LeBron's old ass. Here's the problem: they ain't getting no rest days. They ain't no off days. You gotta and when he starts exerting himself, like Chris was mentioning, just look at the stats.
His body and his body break down, and then fourth quarters he be done. You can his body breaks down when you give him that type of playoff basketball with 1 or 2 players that can pick him up full court, make him really work, and then you making him work on defense on the other end. Even though he
doesn't have the ball in his hand, can control it.
Man, when you do that by the fourth, they gotta have to blow you out, because by the 4th quarter, he's spent. He's done.
Exactly.
He's done. But
it's what was going to happen always, man. This thing. It's been happening. And my disappointment with the Timberwolves is this game shouldn't have even been close.
No,
As
they played with their
soon as he saw Reeves out there on him, it should have just been blow by city.
Yeah, they played.
Well, they was zoning up though. They was playing zone, so I think he played it right. But yeah, I mean, I think it was too many threes. But he fell in love with those threes. It is what it is, man. But I'm gonna let me get another call in here. Funky Town.
Y'all have a good one.
All right, thank you, brother.
Funky Town.
Sure.
Later.
Let's get another call in. Let's get somebody in here who think JJ don't deserve no blame, or somebody who think
please. I see Mr. X's.
Caller from Miami. What's good?
What's happening? What's good with y'all?
What's good, man? How we splitting this blame pie, man? Who gets what percentage of blame?
Percentage. I'm gonna do it like this. I'm gonna give 5% to Luka, and I'm gonna get the rest, whatever that is. I wasn't really good in school. Whatever the split that between JJ and LeBron.
Okay, all right. Why?
Because Luka, we already know what it is with him, right?
Yep.
We already know he's gonna come out fat, out of shape, but he averages a damn near triple-double every game. That's what he do. That's why you got to build around the defense. With LeBron, I don't got nothing to say about that lame ass thing, man. Come on. Now, JJ Redick, you was supposed to be the next Pat Riley. You was supposed to be the basketball savant. This genius, mindless game podcast y'all got and shit. But I'm gonna say this about JJ Redick, man. He's a white man, but we really want to call him the C word, right? I'm gonna keep it PG on camera. But off camera, I'm middle finger hanging out the bands like a Pac. I'm yelling that shit. Fuck JJ Redick.
Fuck this shit, man.
Oh, that was good. That was good.
But on some real shit, like this is what the Lakers need to do: fire JJ, hire Mike Malone. Mike Malone and LeBron, they beefing. LeBron got no other choice. Leave. You can go wherever you want. Go follow AD, Kyrie. Do what you want to do. Build around.
No, sir. Do not send him to Dallas. No, sir. No.
Hey,
sir.
You don't want to pay state income tax? You go to Texas. I don't give a fuck. But get out the Lakers. You feel me? Oh, you head over there. But okay, if you don't want to go to Dallas, go to go to Toronto. Go to Portland. Bring your son too with it. Bring Carlton Banks with you. We don't give a fuck about him either.
Banks is crazy.
But yeah, man, I just wanted to say, but on some real shit, JJ Redick and LeBron, they got to be the majority of the blame. Like, all jokes aside, I think y'all could agree with that.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. Thanks for the call, man. I'm gonna get some more people in here, man.
Yeah.
I want to hear something different than what y'all said, though. Thanks, though.
Yeah, all right, bro.
All right. Caller, what's up? Caller, can you hear me? Probably not. All right, let's get one or two more calls, y'all. Why they doing it? Okay, here's Nino. Nino, what's good, man? Who's supposed to get this blame? Oh, cut YouTube off in the background.
Can you hear me?
Yeah. Oh, you got an echo. Cut YouTube off in the background.
It should be off now.
All right, go ahead.
I think y'all skipping somebody, man. Y'all skipping Rob Pelinka.
Okay.
Throw him in there.
Okay.
I went 40 Rob, 30 Luka, 15 Bron, 15 JJ. And I got a question for the two. I think I forgot his name. Corey and somebody else that said Bron was the main big dog on the team, basically what they saying. So is Bron allowed to pass the team off? Did y'all watch all the series? Did y'all watch the game?
Absolutely.
Yes.
In fourth quarter, hold on, what is Luka known for? What did they say Luka known for? Is Luka a scorer?
Luka is known for not defending. That's what I know him for.
Well, besides that, all right. In the fourth quarter, Luka had the ball in his hand, and he was decision making every fourth quarter.
I got you.
When they was up 10, I was paying attention to it. Luka was coming down shooting fadeaway threes, in fast break. I don't know who to put that. You can't put that on JJ Redick now.
Well, hold on. Wait. So if you, I'm gonna let you finish though, but giving accountability to the coach who made horrible coaching decisions, horrible coaching moves, horrible coaching schemes, like all of these things, getting out coached in the playoffs, being a rookie, like giving him accountability for what happened is not the same thing as blaming him for every shot that a player takes. I'm not blaming. No, I can't see that Luka took a bad shot and then say that that's on JJ Redick. I'm not saying that, but the whole scheme of things, how their approach to how they was going to play, the fact that we went out there undersized on purpose, the fact that I played LeBron James at 40 and Luka coming off a stomach virus. I played them the entire 24 minutes in the second half with no rest. The fact that I did that and then came back and those guys had no legs in the fourth, and then came back the next game and they had no legs starting from the beginning of the game. That's on JJ Redick.
That is. That's why he got the 15. But the defensive scheme.
But you gave Luka 30 though.
Why would you give Luka 30?
Why do you think that JJ and them had to run zone and tried to trap Anthony Edwards every play in the front court and leave Nas Reed, leave the shooters, let them shoot? Why do you think they did? Why do you think that game plan was?
Because he got a horrible defender in Luka, and Austin Reeves is not that good a defender either, and he had no rim protection behind those back defenders, right? I mean, the zone was so bad. Even when they penetrated and got in the paint in the zone, the rotation guy that was supposed to protect the rim, a lot of times wasn't even LeBron or Rui. Sometimes it was Austin Reeves.
It was Austin Reeves. But if you could, Austin Reeves, while he looked short and light, like they was pushing him around. Bron, when Rundle was putting it in his chest and going over top of him, but he was able to move his feet. And I was giving him a pass until I seen this. They said, okay, Luka, we're gonna put Julius Randle. We're gonna put you on Julius Randle. Julius Randle didn't put a bow in Luka and like he was doing Brun and throwing bows and fading over him. He ran by Luka.
But here's the thing, though, man. Everybody knew that when he got traded. This is nothing new. Y'all act like this is a surprise. This is nothing new. This is Luka Doncic. So if you want to blame somebody, you shouldn't have traded for him anyway, because you knew what you were gonna get.
Now I'm gonna stop you. Now you might have been a Luka fan because I think you was the one from Dallas, right?
I am, but I'm not a Luka fan.
I'm saying you watched a lot more Luka. I'm not a fan of Luka game either. I never was, because me and Mel was, and when y'all did the panel, I was talking about I don't see how this trade worked with him and Brun anyway. But we heard the rumors that he was bad on defense.
Ain't no rumors.
Ain't bad. This is. I'm saying we didn't know. This is how bad.
Watch the NBA Finals last year? Did you watch the finals last year?
I thought he was just getting roughed up. I seen it.
Shit.
But what I was going to say in Dallas, y'all had two people back there, so it didn't look as bad. So I think because that's it. They got to get rid of Bron, get rid of AR. You got to find you that same system in Dallas and try to win with it. You can't have no score. You got to try to. And on top of why I say you got to give him a pass while Luka was in shape. Did you see when they put a man pressing Luka in the front court when he was bringing the ball down? Yes. He couldn't even get the ball past half court.
Yeah, we've already addressed all of that stuff. Luka gets blamed too, but this is when the hierarchy of team leaders. Who's at the top of the pyramid? The coach, the team leader as a player, or the co-star?
So who's the star?
No. At the top of the pyramid for leadership for a team, you have the coach, you have the team leader, and then you have the co-star. Luka is the co-star. LeBron is the team leader. JJ is the coach. Who's supposed to be at the top of the pyramid?
The team leader. I think in basketball.
Okay, so that means you should give that team leader the most of the blame. Who's second? The co-star or the coach?
See, like
no. With the Lakers, specifically with the Lakers.
Co-star.
Okay, so you going star, co-star, then head coach is the third to be blamed?
Yeah, I'm going team leader.
Okay, so that's LeBron. So your team leader is LeBron. So that's the one who should be eating most of this pie. According to you. According to me, it's JJ. It's JJ because he made most of the mistakes. It's JJ. Then it's either LeBron or Luka, however you want to do that. JJ is at the top of that food chain that's going to eat most of this blame pie, in my opinion. But I can't put most of it on Luka. You know, his defense is that bad. But I mean, if your defense is that bad and I'm the head coach, I'm not going to play you the entire game because I think offense is better than defense. I'm going to play Vanderbilt some. Did you see how good when they sat Luka down last game, how good they looked with Vanderbilt on the floor? They look way better.
And they came back, man. That's fair.
And they came back. Okay, but this is JJ Redick. But JJ Redick keep putting Luka back in there. He want Luka out there.
I think he got. I mean, I ain't gonna say his name, but I don't know how the politics and the business work. I understand what you. If this was college and high school, I would understand completely. I don't think he allowed to leave Luka on the bench, which he might be. I don't know. I can't say. But I would say you're right in that instance. I agree with you.
All right, man.
When Luka, when they sit him on the bench, man, they got out of that zone defense. Did you see that? And they came back within like 1 or 2. When he got back in the fourth quarter, they went back to zone and he shot out shots. All right, man. I'm enjoying the show, man.
All right, man. Thanks for coming. I'm gonna get somebody else in here.
All
right. Thanks, bro. Caller from Georgia, man. Make sure your background noise is at a minimum. What's your thoughts? Who gets most of the blame?
Man, in my opinion, guy who gets the most of the blame, it has to be JJ Redick, man. Like, this is a guy who went on ESPN saying Doc Rivers, Darvin Ham, whatever coach you can think of, bro. This man had everything to say. I'm not even going to get on how he talk about past players, but I'm going to just keep it on the game. He thought it was easier to go on a podcast drinking wine. And let me say this thing about this mind the game stuff, right? This is pretty much a TV show to let you vent to LeBron, where LeBron gets to vent to you about his shortcomings, dog. So as long as you let LeBron vent, bro, you're getting a job in the NBA. We're about to see Steve Nash get a job next, bro.
He already got a job.
Where's Steve Nash do?
Yeah, not a coaching job. He's doing like I gotta look it up, but he already got a job. They announced it a couple of days ago. But Google it. But keep going. Keep speaking. Keep speaking.
Okay, I'm not taking that. And then this is my thing about LeBron James, man. Like, look, man, I'm like the young disciple of my peers, man. They all LeBron fans, and I'm the Kobe fan, Michael Jordan trying to keep the name alive, right? So I'm telling these dudes, man, LeBron, you don't think LeBron got pulled with these dudes? You don't think LeBron sit up and say, hey, man, I want him as my coach. So that's why I'm going to always got to give him that smoke, man, because when you're breaking 50,000-point records, when you running around doing these records, man, he's 40. We never seen nothing like it. Oh, my God, he's 40. But when the man has, like, he is the first Laker. He is the first Los Angeles Laker with home court advantage in the first round of the playoffs to get eliminated. Like, when we talk longevity, we don't talk about that. We don't talk about that with LeBron, but we talk about, oh my gosh, 50,000 points. Nigga, you bulldoze niggas. You bulldoze niggas down the lane, man. And then, Luka Doncic. Listen, man. I know we got Chris from Dallas. You watch more Luka games than me. I'm from Atlanta. Me personally, I wanted him originally before trade. I know, man. So you probably ain't gonna agree with that. That's cool.
I'm gonna agree with you.
With Luka Doncic. But with Luka Doncic, bro, you knew what you was getting. You knew you was getting a guy that was out of shape. You getting a guy who, I know, Chris, he pretty much said it, man. I had the same speculations. Two dudes that play the same. How is this going to work? And then as time goes, it's like, when are we going to figure out whose team it is? Because first you'll say it's Luka's team, but then we get here and look, man, LeBron James, 38 points, game 3, the damn near triple-double, game 4, that's cool. But when we get to that fourth quarter, nigga, where you at?
Yeah, he was quiet.
Hey, man. And then we also got to get on, man, Gina Bless, Rob Pelinka. Come on, man. The Lakers got to get back to being a serious franchise, man, because this is, until LeBron, that old nigga, retire, man, it's over with. LeBron James is like, when I don't know if any of y'all went to college, but nigga, going to a college party, you 19, 20, it be that 25-year-old nigga in the party. Like, nigga, why you not at work? Why you ain't going to work anymore? That's what LeBron James is, man.
That's good stuff. That is good stuff. What your name was?
Old nigga gotta go, man. Old nigga gotta go, man.
All right, man. Thanks for the call,
get that
man.
old nigga out the league, man.
All right.
Y'all boys
Appreciate
good,
you, bro.
man.
All right, no doubt.
Appreciate it, brother.
All right, y'all ready to move on?